Hello, this is the unboxing of my Ken Potts tenor ukulele, custom that he made for me. Ken Potts is a ukulele maker in Lahaina, Hawaii, Maui. I met while I was on vacation this year around Lahaina and Kanapali with my family, and my family was nice enough to let me run away for the afternoon, or at least an hour or so, and run down and meet Ken at his workshop. So that was a pretty fun time. And then a short while later I placed an order, and here we go. This is the first time I've seen this. He did not send any pictures of it to me at my request, so we'll discover it together. I paid a little more than it ended up costing, so there's a refund check in there. Alright, here's my new... You use the type of strings I like, that's good. Did arias. Okay, let's try and get this thing off. He called me the other day and said he had to ship it with the strings slacked because of the difference in heat between, or the heat that I was experiencing in Hawaii. So I'm going to have to tune this, but it's looking very nice. Put on some nice koa. Best he had and that he could get his hands on is a nice striping. Yeah. This is number 293 on the 8/15 is dated, so, or 8 of 2015. So there you go. And now I have to tune it. Alright, so now I'm starting to tune this, and of course these are new strings, so they stay in tune for approximately half a second after you finish with them. Let's see what it sounds like. So I'll talk about Ken a little bit. He was real fun to work with. You know, he was very attentive. He listened to what I asked him for, asked questions where he needed to, and gave me pretty much exactly what I asked for. So we have a very curly koa body, the best that he could find. We have mahogany neck, and he typically puts a veneer up top, but I asked him not to because I didn't like the difference in color. Rosewood fretboard. He did the position markers for me, including on the top like I asked him to, which wasn't on the initial quote. He even added a couple extra frets for me, because originally it had like 15, and I asked him to do 19. He said, "Do you actually play up there?" And I go, "Well, no, but I might someday, so I may want them." He did install a pickup for me at my request. I went with the Misi Trio, acoustic trio for ukulele. That one he told me just to buy and ship to him, and he installed it for me. Again, just like the 19th fret, I'm not sure if I'll ever use it, but I'd like to have it if I ever need it, instead of wishing I'd put it on and trying to drill into this thing myself. So, and then we added some side buttons, or some strap button. Well, one is the pickup, and one is a strap button he added on. Apparently I'm the second person out of 293 ukuleles that he's made to ever ask for a strap button to be installed. So that was there was a little bit of extra communication there. I was like, "Hey, where do you want me to put this thing?" Initially I'd asked for the cutaway, and then I changed my mind. I kind of like the aesthetic of having just the regular clean lines of the ukulele. And then of course we have a slotted head up here, and these are I think Spurgle tuners, he told me. We talked about the usual Grovers or Waverleys, but he said that he came across these at a industry show, and had put them on some guitars, a guitar that he made for his buddy, and that they both really liked the way they look, and they're a little cheaper, so we went with that. So overall, the process was really good. I placed the order, I think, around 8 weeks ago, and at the time he informed me that he was working on one and had another one to make, and then he would start mine. We're looking more at he said usually about a 3-week turnaround, and from when he actually started, I think that was about right. So for a custom ukulele, it is not bad at all, a 3-week turnaround. So anyways, let me finish tuning this thing up and see if we can play something on it, and see if it'll stay tuned long enough for me to play. The other thing I want to put, Ken, he does a kind of a downward facing or downward sloping tie off instead of just having it straight across. And when I went to see him, he told me that the reason he does that is because it puts, because if you put the downward pressure at the saddle, it creates more volume and projection for the instrument. And then on the other end, we have the slotted headstock, and that does the same thing on the other end. So apparently, this is going to be a very loud, very warmly projecting instrument. So that's kind of fun. Forgive me for staring at my hands the entire time. I'm still getting used to this neck. It is 1.5 inches across. Ken said that's what he always does, which is nice for me because I have big giant hands. And my the ukulele I was playing up until I got this one was that scale, or was that width at the nut. So great tone, great response. It is a very loud uke, so that'll be fun for me to play. and get used to. And the strings aren't exactly what I like to play, so I'm getting a little used to them as well, which makes some of the strums, some of them miss, and some of them come out louder than I intend, or sometimes softer than I intend. Overall, though, it's not that bad. I'm just used to the fluorocarbon strings, whereas this is a nylon or a Nile gut. Well, it's not Nile gut because it's not. It's D'Addario, not Aquila, but you know what I mean. So, overall, I'm in love. I love this thing, and let's try one more song just to get this thing warmed up and broken in. There you have it. This is my new uke day with my Ken Potts custom tenor ukulele. And if you excuse me, I gotta go play it some more. Thank you. Bye.